Let's explore autistic history and the Autism Wars. This is part 92 of a series. All right, we are deeply in 1999 and we are seeing even more things happening, and everything seems to be happening all at once. But it's a powerhouse push of information, marketing, media blitzes, conferences, celebrity fundraisers, legislation. We've got senators and presidents and vice presidents, and we've got movie premieres, and we've got celebrities and science, and whoa, there's a lot going on by these parent-founded autism organizations, and now they're starting to join forces so they can utilize their collective power to influence legislation. And this entire time they are taking in parents into their organizations as fast as they can, because that's where their power lies, is in having these parent advocates help them lobby for legislation and agendas and goals that they want for autism. So everyone is jumping in with their belief system, and they want their belief system to be the loudest, so it gets heard and funded by these grants and monies that are going to be coming out of this legislation that they're earmarking for it, right? Also happening in 99 is the U.S. Surgeon General under former presidents Bill Clinton and George Bush has endorsed ABA therapy with the quote, 30 years of research demonstrated the efficacy of this applied behavioral methods in reducing inappropriate behavior and increasing communication, learning, and appropriate social behavior, Dr. David Satcher said. The Lovaas method has now become known as the Early Intensive Behavioral Intervention, EIBI. So there's that. And then on January 6, 1999, the House Resolution 274, Autism Statistics, Surveillance, Research, and Epidemiology Act of 99, or ASSURE, goes out. And this is to provide surveillance and research to better understand the prevalence and pattern of autism and other pervasive developmental disabilities, so that the effective treatment and prevention strategies can be implemented. They want to get an accurate counting of how many autistics are existing, or at least children at this point. So in this era, we also have more parent-founded autism organizations launching, like First Signs is launched. And this was founded by a parent of an autistic, Nancy Wiseman. We also have, in February of 1999, parent-founded autism organization, Unlocking Autism, was established by Shelley Hendricks, right? So on March 2nd, 1999, they put out Advancement in Pediatric Autism Research Act, and this is to amend the Public Health Service Act to provide for the expansion, intensification, and coordination of the activities of the Department of Health and Human Services with respect to research on autism. So this wasn't the only legislation that was being introduced or acted upon. Over in New Jersey, there was the Infantile Autism Biomedical Research Act that was enacted or signed into law May 11th, 1999. All right, it says the New Jersey Infantile Autism Biomedical Research Act was signed into law by Governor Christie Whitman on May 11th, 1999. The bill passed unanimously in the New Jersey State Senate in December 1998 and the General Assembly in March 1999. Now there's a shout out here. It says, thank you to all New Jersey senators, assemblymen, and Governor Whitman for this much needed boost for autism. And special thanks to the bill's sponsors who introduced the legislation and helped oversee its passage. State Senators Louis Bassano and Robert Singer, and General Assemblyman Nicholas Felice and Joseph Doria. What did that bill do? Well, it provided $1.5 million in funding for 1 year from the state of New Jersey for biomedical research on autism. It created a Center of Excellence for Autism. This would be under the auspices of the University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey, the UMDNJ. The center may consist of several physical sites which will be accessible to New Jersey families. The center would conduct a clinical and basic research into the cause, diagnosis, early detection, prevention, control, and treatment of autism, provide training for other medical professionals, and disseminate findings on advances in biomedical research on autism to physicians and families. It designated money for pilot studies by providing grants to scientists with the most promising research ideas that focus on the treatment, diagnosis, and causes of autism. And, can't forget the awareness campaigns. It creates an awareness campaign for the public and physicians so that earlier diagnoses can be made, leading to earlier intervention and better outcomes. The legislation was initiated by the New Jersey Cure Autism Now, NJCAM. The bill has been endorsed and actively supported by the National Alliance for Autism Research, NAAR, COSAC, I can't remember the long name for that, and the Autism Autoimmunity Project. All right, so that's what they were doing in New Jersey. And this is the kind of legislation, it's similar in idea that they're trying to get passed on a national level. So I'm going to bump forward a little bit here to May 21st, 2000. And this is an open letter to all families from John Shaystack, co-founder of Cure Autism Now. And it's headlined A Day in Washington. John here's going to give us a little bit of info on what they've been up to over here with Cure Autism Now. It says, Dear friends, on Wednesday, May 5th, I had the privilege of joining Doug Flutie, star quarterback for the Buffalo Bills and father of a little boy with autism, and Anthony Edwards, actor and Cannes honorary board member, for a trip to Washington, D.C. to help garner support for the autism legislation recently introduced in the House and Senate. It was an amazing day, one which resulted in co-sponsorship from at least 5 additional senators and 12 additional congressmen. We were also able to move closer to getting a commitment from Senator Bill Frist, Republican, Tennessee, and Representative Michael Bilrakis, looks like Republican, 9th District of Florida, to hold joint hearings on autism research. It says here, the following is a brief chronological account of the day. It says the day began bright and early with a 6:30 a.m. appearance by Anthony Edwards and myself, that would be Joan Shaystack, movie producer and co-founder of Cannes, on the local ABC affiliate. We groggily questioned the usefulness of this until 2 hours later when we met Senator Trent Lott, who said, oh yeah, I saw you fellas on TV this morning. And the first official appointment of the day was with Representative Jim Greenwood of Pennsylvania, Anthony Edwards, Cannes member Elizabeth Enkin, and I walked into his office at 9 a.m. happy to see him, but happier still to see Doug Flutie already there talking to Jim and posing for pictures with the staff and the Flutie Flakes. Jim is an original sponsor of H.R. 997 and is extremely dedicated to getting this legislation passed. All right, so I'm going to go read the rest of this in an upcoming video. Yeah, they're really busy, and then they haven't even, this is just wow. So I'm going to get to this more in the next video. Thank you for exploring more autistic history with me.